This is my way. This mean like it, but this one is mine. And it's my best friend. This is my way. Man. No head spit. This is my. Hey, you are back in the BTB Gorilla Zone with your host, BTB Gorilla. And this is an episode of BTB Reacts. Now, before you go and hit that skip button or any of that nonsense, because everybody's covering this just hilarious situation, I was going to cover it when I first seen the junk go live and they was talking, and I was like, oh, this is not fitting to go well. You can feel it in the room. You can see it on the faces. But anyway, I feel like when we have two queens out here, two black queens out here, and they got this situation, and it's a work situation, and it's a publicized work situation, I feel like it needs to be handled a little bit better than it's being handled. All I see is a bunch of attacks on Just Hilarious. You know what I'm saying? And we're gonna react to the situation from both sides, on both parts. We're gonna go through, we're gonna break this motherfucker down a little bit, and we're gonna see what we can figure out. And we're gonna have some fun and stuff, you know, in the meanwhile, you know. I ain't trying to hurt no feelings. Entertainment. You know, you a comedian, you know, and Jess, you a comedian, Lauren, you a they said that she's a producer and on-air talent now. So, you know, yeah, it comes with the territory.
Everybody, it's DJ Envy, Just Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. Lauren the Roast is here as well. Charlamagne usually does Donkey of the Day here.
I didn't prepare it. There was too much going on this morning. You know what I mean? Because of a young lady named Jessica Robin Moore, okay? And you need to answer the phone for your mama, too.
No,
right?
yo.
Yes.
I call her leader.
Yes. Okay. But, you know, we just having some family discussions up here on the radio this morning. That's all.
Yep, and we're taking your phone calls. Hello, who's this?
Hey, this is Odell from the Bronx.
Hey, Odell from the Bronx. Talk to us. What's your thoughts?
Yeah, I mean, Jess has a problem. I mean, Jess has a point. I'm on Jess' side because Lauren came in to fill in with her. And I love Lauren. And I love her segment and everything. But if y'all going to add it to the show, add it to the show legitimately. If she's a producer, let her keep playing the background.
Okay, thank you. She's not a producer, though, but not anymore. But thank you.
Well, no, she's still the senior news producer.
But she also does on-air segment as well.
Here's the problem.
What?
We don't know what the hell she does. And that's what Jess is trying to say. We
Yes.
need the communication. It's the that's all it is. I'm not, you know what? Let me shut up.
Hello, who's this?
See, like right there, I feel like that's a brief moment of some real shit getting ready to break through. But motherfucker was like, you know what? I'm going to stay in my place. I ain't even going to say what I was about to say because the cards is going to unfold, which we seeing everything unfold now. But Envy was kind of, you could tell Envy know what's going on because of how he answered. That answer right there was like, well, no, she's not a producer. You know, she literally is a producer. It's probably her first title, and then this is the new on top of that. So,
What going on, B-Dog?
What's up? Talk to us.
Hey, man, y'all doing a good job, right?
Mm-hmm.
I agree with this being that it wasn't clearly communicated what Lauren role was going to be.
Mm.
At the same time, y'all don't need to be having no behind-the-scenes meeting at not professional. And just can't let the disturb her. You said yourself, when you were coming on, you negotiated your pay. You got the pay you wanted. You got the job you wanted. You got the baby. You might be dealing with a little postpartum, but everything's still good. Lauren is good. That's why you got her there.
Right.
Right?
Right.
So, what's the problem? The internet?
I don't know how I feel about you diagnosing people with postpartum. I don't know what's going with it. But I agree with you. You got to. Everybody got to stop listening to the comments.
Hello, who's this?
Yeah, this is Zach, man, from Brooklyn. What's going on?
What's up, man? Talk to us. What's your thoughts?
Yo, man, I'll take, you know what, with Lauren, when she came on with y'all, man, it made it more stronger, man. Y'all got to learn to work together. Yeah, that's a marvelous team y'all got right there, man. Y'all just got to figure out this segment. Let's just do the Just to the Mess. Let Lauren do the news portion of it, and y'all just rock on, man.
Okay.
I mean, don't let that shit get to the outside. Y'all doing a great job. I love y'all, man. I listen to y'all every day.
Thank you, brother.
Appreciate you.
And see, this is why I like the radio, because unlike the
vibes.
comments, you know it's real people, you know, going to work every day, and they going to tell you the truth. These ain't these people in the comments that just want to troll you, and, you know, it could be bots. Like, these are real people, and they love y'all.
That's right.
They love what you do, Jess.
That part. You know,
They like Lauren. They learning to love Lauren, too. So it's all good. And I do wonder, just a little bit, this is my personal opinion. Lauren comes in here with a lot of different wigs. Do you feel like you can't ever like connect with her because it's like talking to a different person every single time?
Maybe she can't reach the hairline that is not existent over there.
I'm just asking a question, Lauren. Okay.
Just go.
What?
It's not Lauren's wigs. at
Okay, I'm
all.
just asking. I just want to know. Okay,
I connect
okay,
with Lauren
okay,
anyway.
Okay.
Like,
Anywhere, any wig. Like,
Okay.
stop playing. Like,
All right. Hello, who's this?
Hi,
stupid.
Hello, what's your name, mama?
my name is Key. Call from Atlanta.
Your phone sounds so crazy. Can you take us off Bluetooth or speaker, whatever you got us on?
Can you hear me?
I can hear you now. Good morning.
Yes, this is Key calling from Atlanta.
Hey, good morning. What's your thoughts?
Okay, so first of all, I only started back listening to the show because of Jess. Congratulations on your baby, Jess.
Good.
thank you, baby.
From the get-go, yes, the whole situation has been awkward. Y'all not going to sit up here and play Jess like she didn't come back from maternity leave and have somebody in her seat that just would not get up, or y'all didn't even address the situation like, okay, we got somebody new we're going to introduce on top of Jess. She came back and the girl never left. How's she supposed to feel?
Well, you don't know the whole story. Tell her. You want to fill in some blanks, Jess?
Yeah, fill in some blanks.
Do I want to fill in blanks?
Well, no, I was just gonna say, number one, Jess picked Lauren.
Yes,
Jess
I
said, "Hey, when
did.
I'm on maternity leave, I want Lauren."
And then, you know,
To
like,
fill in?
but even when I say that, it's
Mm-hmm.
like I don't want it to come off like, oh, the only reason that she's even, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
I just don't want to seem like I'm.
But you did make a choice, and
Yeah,
also
I did, but it was just weird.
It's
You know what I'm
like
saying?
that.
How when I
Pause, right? Everybody, I seen all these comments and all these videos everybody's been doing. Everybody's been attacking Jess, talking about she was kind of like throwing shade and stuff. we ain't too far into the segment, but right now, coming from where I come from, that's big love. That's big love. Not only is she really wasn't even really trying to talk about the fact that I've suggested I picked her to be my fill-in when I was on maternity leave, whatever. But she's like, I don't even want to draw attention to that because she deserves it in her own right. You feel me? So like we gotta pay attention to this type of stuff.
when I came back, like this young lady just said, when I came back, it was just like, all right, if she's expected to be the fourth host or whatever, let's bring her in, or let's create her own segment. Let's legitimately do it. Let's officiate it. You feel me? Like, why is it only when I gotta talk, or when I, on my segment and things like that? It could have been done a whole nother way. It could have been brought to me while I was even on maternity leave that we wanted to bring her in permanently to be on the show, and not just a producer.
I don't think we even came to that conclusion yet.
She wasn't supposed to be the fourth host. She was supposed to be a
from
producer.
the time y'all auditioned. Jess was going to be the host. Lauren was going to be the senior news producer.
Yes.
That was always the plan. When you came back from maternity leave and Lauren was here as the senior news producer, when you started to bring her in to do some of the litigious stuff.
Yeah, the court things, yes.
I thought the segment was just evolving naturally. Like, I thought y'all were having those conversations. Y'all was putting that together. I didn't know it was an issue.
But in real time, are you realizing that, like, not possibly, but there should have been some more guidelines laid out, like structured stuff?
Yeah, once everybody figured out exactly what it is they wanted to do.
Yeah, but I think even if, like, because for me, as the person that...
Look, I'm not saying anything about management or anything over there, right? But who the hell keeps putting the shit back onto the workers? Not saying that y'all, no disrespect to Lauren and Jess and any of the hosts or anything like that, but who keeps putting it back on the workers? Like, y'all supposed to have y'all shit together, but. Like, no, you the boss. whoever the boss is supposed to say, oh, okay, well, shit, I like this here. Yeah, look, check this out. This is how I want this to go. I want this, and I want, you know what I'm saying? And when shit start getting messy, even if you letting shit free form, and you don't know, you letting your hosts do what they do, and they building this stuff right here. And like I said, you start to see it come into fruition, and you see it materializing. Boom, all right, yeah, look, this is this. If you don't have that, if you, fuck it, all right, we're not doing things like that. Hell, you gonna let it run until whatever. You start to see that there's an issue and shit. You gotta figure out how to separate the shit to take out the problem. You feel me? It's
like I'm watching all this in real time. I know Jess feels away. I don't know what's happening either. I was also like, okay, what's happening? But I was just going with the flow. But I felt like going with the flow made it kind of like was like when you got a bruise and you keep touching it, so it's like it's hurting more, and then we just not talking about it. But like I didn't know what else to do because we ain't talking about it, and we figuring it out.
And when I realized you didn't know what was going on either because we had a conversation, that's when I told you, all right, yo, my anger is misplaced. Like I'm mad at her when I shouldn't be mad at her. Like, and it was made to look like that from the jump, and it was just like it was no coming back from even when I like started being cool with her, like, all right, you know what? No, she, you know, and she's helpful and she helps with questions, with interviews, and all of that helps conduct the news and the details and stuff. I'm like, all right, but it's still no communication. Now I'm just cool with her, but we still don't know what's going on. So it's just weird. It's being in a weird space with it.
Well, how do we resolve this? Because we got to get it to AJ and Tressa.
I think we're figuring it out in real time. You know what I'm saying? But I do want Jess and Lauren to know that I think when it comes to that latest with Lauren segment, they can work together. And Jess, you know, you are the third co-host for the Breakfast Club for a reason. And we are going to continue to restructure this show and, you know, turn this show in what it needs to be so you can really get your stuff. And, you know, we've had these conversations.
But I think that was part of the meetings that we've been having behind the scenes that we've been talking about and making sure that everybody feels comfortable, everybody is seen, everybody's heard. That's what I think part of those conversations were.
And I think y'all both got strengths, you know, like what Jess does, Lauren don't do. What Lauren does, Jess don't do. And I think that complements, you know, I think y'all complement each other very, 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 very well. And I think both of y'all can have so much success on this show. But we got to stop letting the internet dictate how we move.
And y'all got to stop spinning the wheels. All of that was spinning the fucking wheels. Pardon my language, but how y'all figuring it out in real time when Jess just said, everybody, boom, if this person, she should have a segment, ... And it still double backed around to them sharing a fucking segment and nobody fucking knowing what's going on. Like, that was ridiculous. That's why the situation didn't get settled, because they already knew what was really fitting to happen. Something ain't real about this. I'm just one of them type of people where it's got to add up. So something ain't real about this.
Cannot listen to the comments. Cannot listen to these people on YouTube creating these narratives because they're going to pit each other. They're going to pit y'all against each other every chance they get. Until they can't no more.
But I told that to Jess and I told that to Lauren and I tell that to anybody up here. They try to pit me and Charlamagne against each other 1,000,001 times. They will try. Yeah. You just hump me more. But they try as much as possible. But they will try. They'll try to pit y'all two against each other. They'll try to pit me and you against each other, Jess. They'll try to put Jess and Charlamagne. That's what the internet does. Half the time I don't even think it's a face, but we can't let those people online dictate what we do. Like, F those people. Like, we gotta really just open our arms to the people that support us, that love us, that love listening to us, that enjoy, that know the show. The rest of these people just gonna poke just for that.
That's why I love having this conversation today on the radio. And I in a way, what Jess did last night, I get it.
All right. Now we're gonna go to Just Hilarious' response to all of this stuff. That's what we're gonna go to now. Because it went from that was 2 days ago.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I had a baby. In this industry, what I'm doing ain't no right time to have a baby, so you have them when you have them. I don't regret when I got pregnant. I don't. I got pregnant on fucking purpose. That's what I wanted, a baby, and that's what I got. You know what I'm saying? But I wanted Breakfast Club. You feel me? And I'm gonna say this. I don't fucking need to be there. I wanted to be there. I loved being there.
All right, now see, look, I was watching Poetic Flacco, right? And he covered this part and stuff, and he kind of picked it apart. And I feel like he picked it apart from the wrong perspective, because it's not like she's saying, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, she wasn't saying that nothing about the financial side and needing to be there or anything like that. She was talking about passion. That's what she was talking about. So, you know what I mean? When we pick things apart, we gotta really start to look at things. You know, it's not all dollar signs and stuff. Jess Hilarious is an artist. You understand what I'm saying? Like, she was a comedian. That's an art form. It's above and beyond difficult for somebody to make it into that position that she did. And it's like, we don't realize what people be saying and shit. She's not saying I don't need them. She's saying that I love doing this shit, and that's, you know what I'm saying? Like, I really wanted to bring, you know, my shit there.
That was my shit. You get what I'm saying? Like, that was my shit. I used to be happy as a motherfucker on the radio. Yeah.
So,
yeah,
you know,
definitely.
From, you know,
Listen, I'm not intimidated by no woman walking on this earth. I give a crown to that girl. If you listen to the show, you know. Nigga talking about she tried to be my friend. Excuse me? Ain't nobody trying to be no motherfucking friends. What are we talking about? We just naturally, organically became cool. Once I realized what the fuck was going on, like I said, my anger was misplaced. No, I did not like her when I first came back. I didn't. Even down to how I was supposed to return. Like, we had a whole plan on how I was supposed to come back. When I walk in the room, she never left. First thing she said is not, how your baby doing? No, that was Envy, because he's the family man, right? How was maternity leave? No. That's not the first. The first thing that she talks about is the shit that was in the comments. What the fuck would make me want to talk about the fucking comments first? I got a beautiful baby at home. Why? You know what I'm saying? So no, I did not like her when I first came back. I had to learn that Lauren was not a spiteful person. Like, I'm like, I don't like the way you moving. I don't like, I ain't feeling this shit. We had a whole nother plan. I don't know what the fuck what that was in there, but that shit wasn't it. I ain't like that. We've made cool since then. That's it. Right? I compliment this girl every fucking day.
See, now, after watching that segment, I didn't even realize that segment was going to tie into this so much and put so much context to what she's saying. And that's why I feel like everybody, these YouTubers that are responding to this video alone, they are missing so much of the context of what she's talking about, and it's easy to reword and try and rephrase things that she's saying and stuff.
Every day. And it ain't forced. She's a beautiful girl. She knows her shit and she on her shit. And that segment came from me. Like, let's not even sit here and fucking play around with it. Like, this the crazy thing. This is another crazy thing. We supposed to be a team up that bitch. Not one person comes to my defense at all. Like, when I'm like, not one motherfucker ever with this online shit. Like, why the fuck should we have to keep playing it? Man, listen, I know one thing. Angela Yee ain't that motherfucking crazy. Not as crazy as niggas try to make her out to be. Nah, it's the reason that lady wanted to leave that show. I don't know how she did that shit for 13 years, my nigga. I'm telling you. I don't give a
Now that part there, now this part might just be pain. You know what I'm saying? Because she done pretty much stated the real side of things. Now this I feel like she kind of just venting now. You feel me? Some of this here might be the stuff that, you know, you get off your chest and then you kind of like, you know what I'm saying? I might have, you know what I mean?
Fuck, y'all already know what's up with me. I feel played with, I'ma play with niggas. Like, that's just like, come on. I've been quiet a lot. If Jess Hilarious is quiet, it's a motherfucking reason. I always got my motherfucking mouth open. All the time. Whether it's something y'all want to hear or it's something that y'all ain't gonna want to hear. I ain't got time. I ain't got time. Didn't go live to talk about that retired ass nigga. Who still think he not retired. Nigga, you ain't doing nothing. And honestly, if he didn't hate me so much, I would actually agree with some shit that he was saying. I would. The girl is great at what she do. Lauren with the latest is flawless. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. She got that.
I'm not gonna lie, look, right? When I seen everything change up and all that stuff, I noticed that was a good addition. Lauren with the latest is a dope addition. Now, what I'm gonna say here next is no shade or nothing, because I don't feel like necessarily like she has a weak personality at all. But I am gonna say that in a room with Charlamagne and Envy, Lauren's voice and like her energy is not big. You understand what I'm saying? And Jess got big energy. I feel like even after this here, Jess' energy is big enough that we still see her on The Breakfast Club. I do not feel like this is gonna be the end of Jess Hilarious in The Breakfast Club.
I fought for that. The fuck is we talking about? I don't know how long it's gonna take for a motherfucker to confirm that. But yeah, it's like that.
Or something.
I started saying shit on air. Like I said, I don't know if y'all really listen to, you know what I'm saying? I don't know if y'all really listen to that shit 6 a.m. or wherever. Yeah. I advocated for that. Get that shit to her. Get that segment to her. Man, that girl do what she do. She do it great. She was doing it great at TMZ. She doing it great at The Breakfast Club. I also been said that she did great during the co-hosting year too. Said that. Along with Claudia Jordan and Jason Lee. I also said that. Okay? Stop trying to make me out to be the villain. Or like I'm the fucking hater or something. I ain't never gonna hate on no fucking woman. Ever. No. Now listen. I may not say everything that y'all, you know, I may offend women here and there. I offend men here and there. You know, I offend others here and there, you know. Okay. Y'all ain't gonna agree with everything I say and do, but I am never going to hate on a woman, especially if she got it going on. Yeah, I'm not. And Lauren LaRosa got it going on. She did. You know what I'm saying? I tell her that. Ask her. I don't know if she'll say it online. She thanks me on air, but she don't thank me online. I don't, you know what I'm saying? And I guess, you know, shit a little different, you know, online. But if niggas is a team, if we supposed to be a team, how about y'all clear some of this shit up for y'all teammate? That shit is ran like a high school. Yeah. It's ran like a high school. It is. Fair East Side High. Fair East Side High.
Fair East Side.
Before Mr. Clark, though. Like when he first got there. Y'all want a bitch to keep her cool. Look, check this out, y'all. Look, man. I get up every fucking day. Every day. And they always talk about, you ain't at work, you ain't at work. Yeah, bitch, I started picking up more shows. Hell no. That's how I'm getting. Hell no. Hell no. I have more fun outside the fucking studio than I have in there now. Is you crazy? Any chance that be on, any chance I can get to be on Zoom, I'ma do that. Fuck. Nah, especially not, man, look. Check this out. Check this out. I wanted Breakfast Club. I did. I wanted it. I wanted it. I don't fucking need to be there. I want it to be there. You get what I'm saying?
So you're not there. That's what it sounds
I get it. It's gonna be some people angry. You feel me? I'm mad every fucking day how I'm being handled. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Shit ain't right. My platform is big enough. My platform is big enough for niggas to hear me. So if you didn't hear me before, in meetings and shit, and phone calls and text messages and all this little shaky, sneaky shit niggas got going on, man, you hear me now. You get what I'm saying? You did, like, you hear me now. You hear me now. Here's what it is. And the reason, look. And the nigga Corey, that nigga ain't saying nothing that ain't nobody else saying. It's just that he don't like me. He already don't like me. So it's like, all right, he gonna pack it on. You know, them niggas let her have a field day with Jess, because I done had a field day with his ass. Trust and believe that nigga still hurt. Still hurt that I wouldn't accept his apology. Still hurt. That's on him. Still hurt. You know what I mean? It's okay. It's alright. He'll be alright. You know what I mean? But I don't care. Y'all gonna hear me. I don't do that. The problem is communication. Yeah. It been that.
They smile.
Alright, yeah, nah, I ain't here for that. Now, I need to know, has the Breakfast Club responded to any of this? And in the meantime, I'm gonna say, for real, Jess, I wish you the best. You know what I'm saying? Shit. I don't know what the fuck everybody else talking about. We got all these hating ass motherfuckers out here. She ain't pray on nobody downfall. She ain't pray on nobody downfall. Yeah, everybody out here that's out here in these comments. I mean, granted, Corey, he can get his shit off because they comedians and whatever, they got their own thing. That is what it is. But all y'all niggas is just hating, bro. Y'all hating crazy. So I definitely don't see what's
Reporting live from Hyper Clubhouse in Atlanta for Hype Plus News, I'm John Alba. The hosts of The Breakfast Club have now all provided reactions and their own insight on Jess Hilarious's Instagram Live, where she would call out her co-workers for their lack of support amongst negative criticisms and false narratives. During the Instagram Live that started it all, Jess would go on to say that she's taking on more shows because she's having more fun outside the studio than in it. With all the drama going on behind the scenes at the Breakfast Club and the potential that Jess might want to leave, some might have mentioned the radio show's previous host, Angela Yee, and are now speculating why she decided to leave the long-running show in the first place. Jess would even mention Yee. Listeners would anticipate Angela with the sponsored ad, thus the popular radio show, implying in radio.
That's what's wrong with these niggas. These niggas got that click busy. They got that click busy. We don't need none of that. We don't need none of that. Look at all these hating. Jess Hilarious' career might be over after this. No, her career gonna be fine. She gonna be alright. She gonna be alright. Shit. Just funny as fuck. I need to see. Let's go to the Breakfast Club's joint in general now. Fuck. What they talking about? We gonna figure this out. Has they responded to this at all today? Hell to them is all. Ain't got nothing. Hell no. Well. Yeah, they ain't got shit. Latest 2 weeks ago. Yeah, no. 10 minutes ago. 41 minutes. Boom.
Alrighty, y'all. So currently, rapper Yella Beezy is in police custody. He was arrested on capital murder charges over the death of Mo 3. So,
damn.
Right. I thought this was fake when I saw this yesterday until I received the documents, the arresting and charging documents. So Mo 3 was killed on an interstate. He was shot. And during that time, people were trying to piece together what happened. So police are basically saying that Yella Beezy, according to these court documents, is accused of intentionally and knowingly causing the death of Mo 3 on November 11th back in 2020. Now, the charging documents say that Yella Beezy allegedly employed a man named Kewan White to murder Mo 3 on the Texas interstate by use of a firearm. Now, at this time, that is pretty much all of the information that is out there. I reached out to management for Yella Beezy to try and figure out like what's happening, any additional information that we could get, but that is kind of like all we know to be fact because of the documents that are out there right now.
And Yella Beezy, he's a Dallas rapper. Right?
Yes.
People that don't know.
Yes, for anyone who doesn't know. But yeah, when I saw that, I'm like, woo.
I don't know what's true and what's not true, but I really wish people learn better conflict resolution skills. Because if that story is true, I guarantee it's not worth it for either party. Because somebody's deceased and now somebody's going to prison.
Yeah.
You don't want you not be. It's hard to be charged like that.
Yeah, and police have been doing it. Police have been locking everybody up with any type of case. It seems like the last 30 days, like crazy.
As they should.
That's absolutely.
Yeah, I saw reports of when they talked about the guy, and again, this is nothing confirmed, but these are just reports. But I saw reports that there were phone conversations between, allegedly phone conversation between Yella Beezy and the person that they're saying that was hired or was the person that actually fired the gun that killed Mo 3. So.
And Mo 3 was killed when last year or
2020. Yeah, it was a big case, or it was a big thing when it happened. It's someone dying, but also the way that it happened, like they like walked him down on the interstate. He was like, I think at one point they were like following him,
they were
trying to get away
on the highway,
and then they caught up with him on the interstate and shot up the car. So yeah,
rest in peace to that brother, man.
Yes. Now in other news, we've been talking a lot about Kanye West and his actions in here. Well, MVU asked, where are his friends and where are the consequences? Well, there are reports right now, Page 6 is reporting exclusively that Jay-Z and Beyonce are discussing taking legal action against Kanye West following that vulgar and offensive attack on their kids. Now, according to the source that Page 6 has, Jay-Z and Beyonce found it shocking that Kanye West attacked their two youngest children, and they call the attack disgusting, as a lot of other outlets have. And this is the attack that Kanye did on X a few days ago. Now, the source exclusively told Page 6 that the couple, Jay-Z and Beyonce, will absolutely not stand for it after Kanye West has spoken about their children in a vulgar and offensive manner. Jay-Z and Beyonce are aware of the post on X that have been since deleted by Kanye West, and now they're discussing how they want to handle the situation, whether that be privately or in a legal matter, according to this insider. So,
and he didn't take him down because he wanted that he felt he was bad about it. He said he took it down because he didn't want X to take his account.
But I did see, I don't remember his tweet verbatim, but there was other tweets that he posted after that where he was like, I'm sorry, I just wanted Jay-Z to be there, or he is Kanye West, where I just wanted Jay-Z to be there for me. He said he always felt like the outcast of the family, and Jay-Z didn't show up to his wedding, didn't help him with the Kardashian drama. Again, and I'm paraphrasing there because that tweet was long.
And when you play with people's kids, you don't come back from that. You can't come back from that.
So that was why he did it?
I ain't gonna lie.
He wanted this. So this is a cry for help from his family.
I don't
talk about my kid.
Yeah. I guess.
Yeah, lawsuits are cool, but what Kanye really needs is his ass beat.
You need an ass whipping.
That's all. Not encouraging violence, but at some point, I got to see if you got hands. You walking around in denim jeans and no drawers, talking crazy on X, and you 47.
Yeah,
What?
denim jeans on.
Hey, first off, Kanye need help. That's what Kanye needs. Kanye needs some help, man. You know what I'm saying? He talking about he need his ass beat. We're gonna be beating on motherfuckers that obviously got some shit going on. Come on now.
With no drawers?
Oh, you talking about that video when he getting in the car because they was calling him thick.
Oh, he must have slid down when you seen the top of his crack or something.
Yes, that was nasty.
Yeah.
Nasty.
No, but that was a good leather wax denim though. I was trying to figure out what the brand of them jeans was.
Oh my
I'm gonna
goodness.
show you the video, Jess. That's what the video you talking about, right?
I just saw something. He was getting in the car and he jumped in the car and he had on the denim jeans and it was all his ass out. I'm like, who walks around in denim jeans with no drawers?
That's crazy. That's crazy. That gotta hurt. That gotta hurt, Jerry.
I think they might have just slipped down when he was trying to like get up in the car. It was like a truck he was getting into.
You should be committed into a conservatorship if you walking around in denim jeans and no drawers.
Yeah, you got.
Oh my God.
You'll get a
Denim
rash.
jeans, no drawers.
Yeah. Kanye definitely need a conservatorship.
Well, last story, man. This hour has been pretty heavy on the cop stuff and just things like that. Fabio Foreign is being reported exclusively by TMZ that he's been locked up since January. His attorney actually spoke out and says that the case that they have against Fabio is weak, though. So, according to TMZ, Fabio has been quietly wilting away in a New Jersey jail since January on multiple charges, and his attorney is firing back against those charges. So his attorney's name is Adam Lusberg, and he is saying that the Brooklyn drill rapper basically is a ton of BS. He says that this is one of the most
flimsiest.
Flimsiest. I've never seen that word actually used.
I'm gonna tell you something, man. Ever since Jess said you read right, you've been reading wrong.
Flimsiest.
You know, I be trying to throw the oop.
Just a few words.
I be trying to throw the oop. You know, I just want to make sure that it's a group effort
I've never
up here.
seen flimsiest spelled, but that's
I've never seen it actually in writing. But yeah, he said it's one of the flimsiest cases he's seen in his 21 years of practicing law.
When was that live? Remember when Fabio and Lil TJ did that live?
You know, I ain't really got much to say on the Fabio thing. The Yellow Beezy thing. R.I.P. Mo 3. You know. Back to the Jess Hilarious thing. Like I said, I wish Jess the best. I don't know where all this negative stuff is coming from. But I'm glad that I got a chance to really look into it and all that because, I got big love for Jess and the Breakfast Club and everybody. So I hope that situation comes together a little bit. You know what I'm saying? For shit show. They got to get that energy back right over there. But with that being said, that is the BTB reaction to the situation at hand. And as I said, man, look, somebody got to sit down and really look at that show and look at the flow of things. It's just like when the Cowboys be having all these great ass players and they just can't make it, to the playoffs and shit. It's just certain things where it's like, all right, how we get the pieces of this puzzle. And I don't think that the weight falls on the host all the way. I feel like I said, it's one of those things where management sometimes has to go in and do a restructure. It's also 2025. The Breakfast Club has been looking the same for a long time. Now, granted, we all love the Breakfast Club, but I'm just saying at the same time, maybe it's time to rearrange some things. You feel me? So. Anyway, I'm BTB Griller, and we appreciate you guys for tuning in and checking in with us. Make sure that you come back for another BTB Reacts. Straight facts.